Hello viewers, my name is Alan Yagjian. I'm a certified professional ergonomist in the Bay Area in California. And today I'm going to go over how to properly type, something that you do probably 8 hours a day for some people working a desk job. So I'm just going to go over some of the how-tos and the do-nots of typing. So first of all, I'll start by how to properly get situated at your keyboard. First of all, you want to have your elbows underneath your shoulders. You want your elbow swing point, which is the lowest they reach when your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders and your shoulders are relaxed, not shrugged. That way you'll get mobility in your shoulder and elbow while you're typing naturally. The other thing you want to do is you want to get nice and close. So elbows underneath shoulders. You want your knuckles to pretty much line up with the first row of the keyboard. That'll get you. That'll help your back and shoulder posture when you're typing. So you don't want to end up like this. Okay. So proper typing will kind of mimic like a concert pianist. So rather than perching your palms in front of the keyboard, ideally you'd actually put your weight back into the back of the chair, keep your elbows back as well, and raise your wrists slightly. The reason for that is it takes a lot of pressure off of your wrists. That's contact pressure. The other thing it does is it encourages more translational movement across your keyboard when you're typing. You want the movement to come from your shoulder and elbow where you have larger muscles that won't tire out or fatigue so much. Okay. So the other thing is you want your wrist pretty much straight. So you want your knuckle here to align with your extensors of your forearm. So it should look like this if you were to put your fingers out like karate chop position. And then just curl your fingers, and you want to be typing with your fingertips here like this. You don't want to extend your fingers out and do this because you have less mechanical advantage. And you'll put more pressure internally in your wrist. So with that said, the other thing, so you want to be typing sort of like I'm demonstrating now. So aside from that, you don't want to abduct your fingers, right? So don't do that. Don't spread out your fingers. Rather, if you're a proper touch typist, if you need to do Command C, Command V, Command F, whatever it is that you are commanding or shifting, all those modifier keys should be split between your right and left hand if you can. That will avoid that stretching and awkward postures of your wrist and your fingers there. Okay? Another thing to be said is also don't bang on the keys. Extra force is obviously going to cause inflammation and needless damage over time. So don't bang on the keys. If you want to be able to hear or get more satisfaction out of your typing, I would recommend a mechanical keyboard which has each individual switches, which will give you tactile or auditory feedback. In addition to that, you don't want to be perching, but if you do like to perch your wrist in front of the keyboard, I'd recommend getting the surface that you're resting your palms on high enough to allow for your wrist to be pretty straight. Most of the time people end up in extension here. Stop doing that. Stop being in extension, okay? So get your wrist straight, bend those fingers, and you'll realize that if your hand is on a flat surface, you have a little bit of extension in it, as I mentioned in one of my other videos. So the other thing is, how should I rest my hands? Now, you spend pretty much your entire typing lifetime in usually pronation, usually full pronation, which tightens up the muscles in and around your forearm and wrist. So it's good to just relax them by like a handshake position on either side of your keyboard. And aside from that, I just encourage you to just practice these techniques, and eventually, they'll lead to proper habits over time. So it does take a long time to break habits, but it'll be well worth it because you probably spend a ton of time typing. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you got something out of this video. I welcome other suggestions for other videos you'd like, and any other comments. Thank you.